Guys, this is Haley from OneOneRabbits.com, and today I'm going to be doing a video all about my rabbit's diet. So just like humans, animals can develop allergies or intolerances to certain foods, and they can also have certain diet restrictions, and because of that you always want to check with your vet to make sure the diet you have your rabbit on is the best for you and your rabbit. So for this video, this isn't a recommended diet. This is personally what my rabbits eat because the vet recommended that my rabbits eat this because of dietary restrictions and health reasons. So if you guys want to see a recommended diet video for adult rabbits, please comment down below and I'll be happy to make one for you. But this video is just a video on my rabbit's diet because lots of people have been confused about what I feed my rabbits. So the first thing I feed my rabbits is unlimited grass hay. I personally feed Timothy hay or orchard grass most of the time because I get my hay from Small Pet Select, and that's the type of hay that they use. So I always have grass hay available to my rabbits 24/7 as it is the most important thing in your rabbit's diet. The next thing I give my rabbits is fresh water. I refill their water bowls twice a day just because their water gets full of hair and hay and sometimes poop. For the most part they keep it clean, but they do get dirty, so I like to rinse them out and refresh the water twice daily just to make sure they have very fresh water to encourage them to drink. And the last thing in my rabbit's diet is fresh vegetables. Fresh leafy vegetables is the second most important thing in your rabbit's diet, and because of this I give lots of fresh vegetables to them. So on a daily basis I normally give these vegetables. So what I have shown here is green leaf lettuce, cilantro, which I don't always give cilantro, but if it's nice at the store sometimes I'll purchase it. Kale, which is my rabbit's ultimate favorite, and a lot of rabbits love kale. These are romaine lettuce, which is one of Ebony's favorite, and then red leaf lettuce. Now I have 3 rabbits, and the way you feed vegetables to rabbits is you kind of go by their weight. So Mocha is 5.5-ish pounds, Lulu's around 4.5 pounds, and Ebony's around 3 pounds. So because of that, I feed my rabbits all together, so I don't feed them separate. So by the recommended diet on the House Rabbit Society, my rabbits should probably be getting 5.5 cups of vegetables per day. But since my rabbits are not on the normal diet because of health reasons, I actually give them about 12 to 16 cups of vegetables per day. So that sounds like an incredible lot of vegetables, and a lot of people have really attacked me for feeding my rabbits this way, but I've actually been feeding my rabbits tons of vegetables and feeding them on this diet for about 4 years now, and my rabbits have never had any problem on it, and the only time they have issues is when I change their diet back to the recommended diet. So the reason I feed double the amount of vegetables is because my rabbits do not eat pellets, and I feed them more vegetables so that they can get more calories and more nutrition that they aren't getting from the pellets. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about why my rabbits do not eat pellets. So when Lulu was about 2 years old, she started dribbling pee around my room and around her cage. I was fairly new to rabbits back then and I didn't really know what was going on, but some people mentioned that it could be a UTI. Now I didn't have a driver's license back then and our vet was over 45 minutes away, and so I wanted to wait and be sure that it was a UTI and not a territorial thing. But because I waited, she actually went, like a couple of weeks later, she went into stasis, and I walked into my room and found her hunched over with her bottom covered in urine. Now because she was like this, we immediately took her to the vet, and because we ended up waiting and because she went through stasis, we had to spend a lot more money. So I feel awful about it, and I should have taken her in right away, but I really didn't know what I was doing. So we went to the vet and we treated her for stasis, and I think the vet eventually found out that she had a UTI, which is why her bottom was probably covered in urine when I found her. So I can't remember if the first time she had a UTI or if it was the second time she had a UTI. I think it was like after we treated her for the first time, she got another UTI and I took her back to the vet. And the vet treated her for another UTI, but the vet recommended that I take her off of pellets because I feed such good quality hay and a ton of vegetables. She said my rabbits really didn't need the pellets, and she thought the pellets might be causing her to get the UTI because of the calcium. Now, I took her off of pellets slowly, as any diet changes should be made slowly. So, and then about when my rabbits were about 4 years old, so they'd been on this diet for like 2 years, I went to this rabbit conference and they like talked about how rabbit pellets were so important and blah blah blah. And so it kind of freaked me out, and I talked to the lady who did the speaking thing or whatever, and she recommended that I try to give my rabbits a tablespoon of pellets every other day and just see how they did. So I was dumb enough to listen to this lady instead of my veterinarian. And I tried giving them a tablespoon of pellets every other day because I was really concerned, what if my rabbits weren't getting enough nutrients? What if like they need the pellets for some reason? So anyways, I tried doing that, and probably about a day or two later, Lulu got a UTI, like immediately. I felt awful. Like I was like, oh, I felt so bad that I had given them pellets. So immediately I went to the vet and got her treated, whatever. I think it was like a year after that, I was thinking again, like, what if my rabbits aren't getting enough nutrition? Because everyone attacks me for not feeding pellets. And so I got those Oxbow support tablets with, it's like nutritional support. I don't know what they're called, but they're supposed to like help give them like this extra vitamins or something. Well, I forgot to look at the back and see that it had calcium in it, and I started feeding those, and about a week later, it was either Mocha or Lulu, can't remember which one, got a UTI. And so because of that, and because of the history my rabbits have, I am no longer feeding any pellets, and I am no longer ever feeding any treats that aren't 100% fruit or like 100% hay. Because any processed treats, I really don't know what's inside of them, and I'm afraid if I give it to my rabbits, they will get a UTI. They're just so sensitive, I don't want to risk anything. So there you guys go. If you guys were wondering why I never feed pellets or why I don't feed certain treats, that's why. My rabbits are just super sensitive, especially Lulu, just gets UTIs so often, and if this were to continue, there's chances she could get bladder stones, which could cause her to be in excruciating pain. And I don't know if rabbits can die from bladder stones, but I think like they might need like surgical removing or something. I don't know, but it's not good. So that is why I don't feed pellets, and that is why I don't feed certain treats. And lastly, I have treats. Now, this isn't something that's part of their diet really. It's just something fun that I give them every once in a while. I don't know if I give them every day, but like, it's normally when I just feel like giving them a treat, or I'm doing clicker training or something like that, I just grab one of these jars and give them a snack. So the one on the left is dried apples. It's 100% apples, nothing added. And then the one on the right is freeze-dried strawberries made by Oxbow. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope everyone understands now why I don't feed pellets and why I feed so many vegetables. So if you disagree with my diet, I'm sorry, but this is what my veterinarian has recommended for me and my rabbits. And it has worked for 4 years, and whenever I mess with it, it's just messes up the rabbit's health. So this is what I feed, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know if you want me to do a recommended adult rabbit diet, and I will see you guys soon on a new video. Bye!